simple harmonic motion. Simple harmonic motion. This is very important chapter for all of you because all the waves chapter depends on this concept of this chapter. Wave motion depends on the concept of SHM, and also in 12 that physical optics part, AC circuit, all these many chapters related with this concept of SHM. So first, what is harmonic motion? Simple harmonic motion. What is harmonic motion? Harmonic means when a particle performs its motion along the same path with same time interval, then it is called harmonic or periodic. When a particle performs its motion along the same path with same time interval, then it is called harmonic. Okay. So harmonic or periodic, the same terms. Now simple harmonic motions. If a particle performs SHM, harmonic motion on a straight line. Okay, only on a straight line. And any instant the acceleration of the particle is directly proportional to the displacement. Okay, that is A proportional to opposite, obviously. The acceleration distribution. So any instant the acceleration is directly proportional to the displacement from the equilibrium, then it is said that SHM. Okay, so harmonic motion must be performed on straight line. Harmonic motion must be performed on straight line, and obviously the acceleration will be directly proportional to the displacement, opposite to the displacement. Okay. Now from here we can get the concept of restoring force. Means the force which acts always towards the equilibrium position. This is known as restoring force, and restoring force must be proportional to minus x. Okay, or m dv dt equal to minus mu x. Okay, mu is the proportional constant, or ddt of v means dx dt equal to minus mu by mx, or d2x dt2 equal to minus omega square x, or we can say d2x dt2 plus omega square x equal to 0. So this is the equation, differential equation of SHM. Okay, but we can write this equation in the form of angular also. Angular, in the case of angular SHM, it will be d2 theta dt2 plus omega square theta equal to 0. Angular, if the whole body is moving like this, then linear SHM. Body remains at rest, but it is oscillating like this. Magnet, dipole, etc. So these are in the form of angular SHM. Okay, so these two equations we have for SHM. Now, next thing, we know that we have to establish one reference frame to discuss any kind of motion. Okay, without reference frame we cannot discuss anything. So reference frame we have to design for different type of motions. So here, what is the reference frame? Like this is a circular path. Okay, a particle starts its motion from here, A point, diameter is considered B. Okay, now the particle is moving in this way. So with uniform angular speed, omega constant. Obviously, omega constant. Now you see here, the position of particle is here, here it is here, here it is here. So when the particle when the rotating particle is going from A to B, then the projection of the diameter, projection means perpendicular drawn from the particle to the diameter, will move in this direction. So particle is moving in this direction, the projection is moving in this direction. Now when it is going back, it is also going back. So this is the path where SHM is going on. This is not SHM, this is periodic motion obviously. That omega constant means periodic motion, but not SHM. SHM is performed on the diameter. Okay? And we can say this is the reference circle, and the rotating particle is known as reference particle. Okay? Because these are the frame designed to describe the SHM. Now, any instant the angular displacement made by the particle is known as phase. This is known as phase. The angular displacement by reference particle is known as phase. Phase means the term which can represent the state of motion of a particle. The term or the function which can represent the state of motion of a particle is known as that phase. Okay, so phase is this. Now, if two particles are performing SHM, one particle starts its motion from here, so SHM will be performed on this diagram. Another particle starts its motion from here, so SHM will be performed on this diagram. So here on this diagram, here in this diagram. So two particles there, and they are performing SHM on two diameters, and this angle is known as phase difference. Phase difference is the term which can relate to SHM. Okay, if you want to make the relation between two SHM, then we have to use the term phase difference. Okay, and phase is the state is the function which can represent the state of motion. State of motion means displacement, velocity, potential energy, kinetic energy. All these can be derived from this phase. Okay, so these are very important terms. Now I am going to the next part. This is related with displacement. How we can calculate displacement? This is the reference particle. Reference circle. One particle starts its motion from here, from the point A, with omega constant. If omega remains constant, then you can say this is periodic motion, harmonic motion. Otherwise, it is not possible. So, from the point A, the particle starts its motion. Now, we can say that the reference particle, this is the reference particle rotating. The projection of reference particles will perform SHM on this diameter AB. Okay. So, the equilibrium position is this. So, this will be the equilibrium position. Now, the particle reaches to this point P. Okay. And makes angular displacement theta with respect to the equilibrium. The particle makes angular displacement theta with respect to the reference, with respect to the equilibrium position. Then what is the position of projection? You have to draw a perpendicular. This is Q. This is the distance x. This is considered as displacement of SHM particle. So displacement of SHM particle is OK, and angular displacement of reference particle is theta. Now this radius always represents the amplitude of SHM. Amplitude means we know that the maximum displacement from equilibrium position is the amplitude. So here amplitude is the radius only. Now you see from here x by a equal to sine theta. This angle is theta, means this also theta. So x by a equal to sine theta, x equal to a sine theta means omega. Okay, so this is one form of displacement of SHM. Now another form. I said earlier that motion is started from here, but I have taken time from equilibrium to this position. I have taken time from equilibrium to this position. But if time is considered from here, this end, then this will be the theta. Total form only theta. And therefore, the displacement of SHM particle is OQ only. Displacement of SHM particle is OQ only. But the equation will be now x by a equal to cos pi minus theta. That is x equal to a cos theta, that is a cos omega. Okay. So this is the time calculated from the end position. This is for time calculated from end position, and here it is calculated from equilibrium position. Now you can say, sir, we can consider from any other position also. Yes, why not? That this is P dot, from P dot to P, then this position is theta. From any position, not from equilibrium, not from end, from any other position. This angle is theta, and this is E. Okay, E is known as epoch. Epoch means initial phase. E is the term which represents the initial phase, which is epoch. And initial phase is considered because it is not at the equilibrium position. Okay, so here we get x by a equal to sine theta minus e, that is x equal to a sin omega t minus e. Okay, a sin omega t minus e. So this is the expression for displacement. So we have three displacement equations. One is x equal to a sin omega t, another is x equal to a cos omega t, another is x equal to a sin omega t minus e. So here time is calculated. Time we have to calculate from equilibrium. Here time is calculated from end position. Here time is calculated from any position. Okay. Now these are the equations for displacement. So we can draw a graph in this way because x equal to a sin omega t we have. So we can plot a graph like this. X, this is a, this is also a. Okay, this is the sine curve. This is the sine curve. If the motion started from equilibrium, or time is calculated from equilibrium, but if it from one end, then you have to take like this. This is for cos x equal to a cos omega t, and this is for x equal to a sin omega t. Okay, so these are the graphical representation. Now I am going to velocity. Velocity v equal to dx dt. That is dt of x means a sin omega t. That is a omega cos omega t. This is the expression for velocity, and you can say a omega 1 minus sin square omega t. Is a omega over 1 minus x square by a square, or we can say omega into root of a square minus x square t equal to. Okay, this is also this is also equation of velocity. This is also another equation of velocity. Now if we put x equal to 0, then v is maximum, and v max equal to omega. Okay, so this is velocity. Now acceleration. Acceleration is what? We have velocity v equal to a omega cos omega t. Then dv dt equal to a omega square sin omega t minus a, that is minus omega square x. So f max equal to minus omega square a. That is the maximum acceleration. Okay. So we have derived velocity, displacement, velocity, acceleration already. Now what is the force? Force P equal to ma, that is m omega square x minus, always related to the equilibrium position, that's why, and P max equal to minus m omega square x. X will be converted to a is the amplitude. So this is force. So we have this displacement and derivation of displacement velocity, and derivation of velocity is acceleration, then force, and now time period. How we can find out the time period? We have acceleration a equal to omega square x, and is 2 pi by t whole square x, then t square equal to 2 pi square x by a, or t equal to 2 pi into that x by a. Okay, so this is the expression for time period also. Okay. Now we can move to energy. Energy means that this is the equilibrium position, this is the amplitude at any position x. So the work done required to displace the particle from equilibrium to any other position is known as amplitude. Is known as potential energy. The work done required to displace from equilibrium to any position is known as potential energy. So what is the work done? Work done dw equal to f into dx. F equal to m omega square x, just now we have proved. So w equal to m omega square 0 to x dx, that is half m omega square x square. So this is the expression for potential energy. Okay. Then what is kinetic energy? Kinetic energy means half m v square, that is half m v square means omega into root of a square minus x square, half m omega square a square minus x square. So we have kinetic energy as well as potential energy. Now what is the total energy? Total energy equal to E potential energy plus kinetic energy, and this is coming half m omega square a square, which is a constant. Now how we can represent graphically, that is x, that is E, and this is plus a, this is minus a, so expression will be like this. See, the potential, the kinetic energy is 0 here, this is kinetic energy, and this is potential energy, and it is 0, increasing becomes maximum at equilibrium and going down. And here potential energy maximum and going decreases, here 0, this is 0. So these are the very important and elementary part of the motion: displacement, velocity, acceleration, force, time period, all these, and kinetic energy, potential energy. Now we can move to the addition of linear ACC. What is that part? Two equations are considered: x1 equal to a sine omega t, x2 equal to b sine omega t plus phi. Phi is the phase difference. Then displacement x equal to x1 plus x2, that is a sine omega t plus b sine omega t cos phi plus cos omega t sine phi. Okay, that is a plus b cos phi into sine omega t plus b sine phi into cos omega t. Now you can replace this one, that a cos theta, and this will be a sin theta. It is considered. We can replace the values. Then we will get x equal to a sin omega t cos theta plus cos omega t sin theta. Okay. So x equal to a sin omega t plus theta. Therefore, we can say that the resultant amplitude is a. Now, how we can find out? Already we have seen that x equal to a cos theta equal to a cos theta equal to a plus b cos phi, and a sin theta equal to b sin phi. So if we square and add them, a square sin square theta plus cos square theta equal to a plus b cos phi whole square plus b sin phi whole square. Then we get a equal to over a square plus b square plus 2ab cos phi. Okay. This is the amplitude of resultant amplitude. Now we can put the value of phi equal to 0 degree, same case, phi equal to 1 degree form. And for same case, the equation will be, this is for a amplitude and this is for b amplitude, and then a plus b like this. Okay. And for that reverse, this is a and this is b, opposite. This is b, then resultant will be like this. This is a minus a. Okay, so these are the important topics I have discussed. Next part I will complete this chapter. Thank you.